Welcome to the online radio and television station. Here is today's news report. The General Statistics Office has announced that the Consumer Price Index (CPI) of the whole country in November decreased by 0.01% over the period of months and increased 1.48% over the same period last year. Average CPI in 11 months of 2020 increased by 3.51% over the same period last year.
Compared to the previous month, there are 3 out of 11 groups of goods and services with lower price indexes. Particularly, the transportation group decreased the most, 0.47%, due to the impact of the decrease in gasoline and oil prices on October 27 and November 11, 2020, and the adjustment in gasoline prices on November 26, 2020. The gasoline and oil price index decreased by 1.32%. The overall impact on the CPI to be a decrease by 0.05%. Post and telecommunication group decreased by 0.17% due to lower mobile phone prices. The group of culture, entertainment, and tourism decreased by 0.06% because travel companies launched domestic tourism demand stimulus programs. The groups of goods and services with increasing price indexes include the group of garments, hats, and footwear increasing 0.14%, housing and construction materials rising 0.07%, prices of materials, housing maintenance rising 0.17%, and kerosene rising 1.37%. On the other hand, due to impacts of the floods, the demand for electricity for domestic use decreases, causing the electricity price index and water price to decrease. Groups of beverage and tobacco, food and food service increased. Group of medicine and medical service rises 0.01%. Particularly, the educational group remains unchanged.
According to the Ministry of Planning and Investment, as of November 20, 2020, the total newly registered, adjusted, and realized capital to buy shares from foreign investor (FDI) reached $26.43 billion.
Specifically, the newly registered capital reached $13.6 billion with 2,313 new projects being granted investment certificates, decreasing 14.8% over the same period last year. The Ministry of Planning and Investment also said that the realized capital of FDI projects were estimated at $17.2 billion, equivalent to 97.6% over the same period in 2019. Also, according to the report, the processing and manufacturing industry is still an attractive business field to foreign capital due to the investment of $12.7 billion in this field, accounting for 48.2% of the total registered investment capital. The field of electricity production and distribution ranked second with a total investment capital of over $4.9 billion, accounting for 18.7% of the total registered investment capital.
Iran's President Hassan Rouhani has issued a decree on the security measures needed to prevent attacks against its scientists, following the assassination of the nuclear scientist Mohsen Farizadeh near Tehran.
The note posted on President Rouhani's website showed that he had issued a decree on necessary measures to prevent and eliminate acts of security sabotage. However, the notice did not specify the terms of this ordinance. There is no information about the culprit of Farizadeh's assassination, but Iran has repeatedly accused the Western intelligence and Israel of standing behind a series of assassinations of its nuclear scientists. The latest killing also raising concerns over a new clash between Iran and the West and Israel, with only a few weeks left until the power transition after the U.S. presidential election.
Recounting the votes of the U.S. presidential election in Wisconsin has completed on November 29, with the results confirming that the Democratic candidate Joe Biden has beaten President Donald Trump in this critical state.
After recounting more than 800,000 votes, Biden even continued to lead Trump further with an increase of 87 votes compared with the previously published result. According to the U.S. media, Biden currently has 306 electoral votes, surpassing 270 needed to be elected, while President Trump has 232 votes. Regarding the number of popular votes, Mr. Biden also surpassed President Trump by more than 6 million votes.
That's all of the news today. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.